On February 28, 2026, at 9:45 in the morning Tehran time, the sky above Iran's capital turned into a wall of fire. Operation Epic Fury, the United States. Operation Roaring Lion, Israel. Two operations, one coordinated strike, the largest joint military attack in the history of the modern Middle East. And in the next 10 minutes, we're going to break down every single weapon that was used, how each one works, what it targeted, and why this arsenal represents the most technologically advanced military strike ever conducted against a single nation. Every professional military strike follows the same first rule. Before you can hit anything, you have to blind the enemy. Phase 1 of both operations was SEED, suppression of enemy air defenses. This is the phase most people never see. It happens before the explosions, before the footage, before the news reports, and it's the phase that makes everything else possible. The first weapons used were not missiles, they were electronic. Israel deployed its F-35I Adir stealth fighters, each equipped with the Israeli-developed Scorpius electronic warfare pod. These pods emit jamming signals that blind enemy radar systems, creating invisible corridors in Iranian air defenses. The United States contributed the EA-18G Growler, Boeing's dedicated electronic attack aircraft, to expand that jamming envelope even further. Whether these systems successfully penetrated Iran's Russian-supplied S-400 air defense network remains officially unconfirmed, but the fact that hundreds of follow-on strikes reached their targets suggests the jamming worked. Simultaneously, U.S. Navy destroyers, specifically the USS Stout and USS Roosevelt, Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers, launched their first volleys of Tomahawk Block V cruise missiles, specifically targeting Iranian radar arrays and air defense command nodes. The goal: open the door for everything that came next. The Tomahawk cruise missile is the backbone of American long-range precision strike capability, and on February 28th, it was fired in massive quantities from U.S. Navy destroyers, cruisers, and Virginia-class submarines operating in the Arabian Sea. The BGM-109 Block V is roughly 5.6 meters long, weighs 1,600 kilograms, and travels at 880 kilometers per hour, just below the speed of sound. It flies as low as 30 to 50 meters above the ground to avoid radar, and it can hit a target over 1,600 kilometers away, with accuracy measured in meters. In this operation, Tomahawk served two primary roles. First, destroying Iranian air defense radar installations in the opening SEED phase. Second, striking Iran's missile production facilities, one of Trump's stated primary objectives. The Block V variant carries a new maritime strike capability as well, meaning some of these missiles were also tasked against Iran's naval assets in Bandar Abbas. Submarine-launched Tomahawks from Virginia-class and Ohio-class submarines added a layer of strike capability that Iran had absolutely no way to predict or track. Israel's primary strike aircraft in Operation Roaring Lion was the F-35I Adir, Israel's customized version of Lockheed Martin's F-35A. Adir means mighty in Hebrew, and this aircraft earned that name on February 28th. The F-35I is the only F-35 variant in the world permitted to integrate indigenous software and hardware. Israel has added its own electronic warfare systems, its own weapons interfaces, and its own mission computers, making it arguably the most capable F-35 on the planet. Dozens of F-35I aircraft carried out the opening strikes of Operation Roaring Lion, hitting military industries, surface-to-surface missile launchers, and command and control targets across Tehran, Isfahan, and Shiraz. Their stealth design and advanced sensor fusion allowed Israeli pilots to penetrate Iranian airspace, deliver precision strikes, and exit before Iranian air defenses could effectively respond. Also confirmed in the operation, Israel's F-15I ROM strike fighters, which carried heavier bomb loads against hardened targets. This is the weapon that changed everything about this operation. The GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP, is the largest conventional bomb ever built. It weighs 13,600 kilograms. It is 6 meters long and contains 2,400 kilograms of high explosive, and its hardened steel casing is designed for one specific purpose: to destroy Iran's buried nuclear facilities, specifically the Fordow enrichment complex, buried 80 to 100 meters under a mountain near Qom. The only aircraft capable of carrying the GBU-57 is the B-2 stealth bomber, and the B-2s that struck Iran on February 28th flew from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, United States. That is a round trip of approximately 20,000 kilometers, supported by KC-135 and KC-46 aerial refueling tankers. The B-2 first demonstrated the GBU-57 against Iranian nuclear facilities in Operation Midnight Hammer last June. On February 28th, they returned, and this time the target list was larger. While the GBU-57 targeted the deepest nuclear bunkers, the GBU-28, another bunker-penetrating bomb, was used against a broader range of hardened underground command centers and military facilities. The GBU-28 weighs 2,268 kilograms and is laser-guided for precision delivery. Its hardened steel casing allows it to penetrate reinforced concrete and deep earth before detonation. It was deployed by both F-35I and F-15I aircraft against IRGC command nodes, military intelligence facilities, and hardened missile storage bunkers. The Ministry of Intelligence building in Tehran, hit early in the operation, is believed to have been struck with this weapon. Two weapons made their significant debut or expanded combat role in this operation. First, the U.S. Army's HIMARS, High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, was confirmed by Wikipedia's initial operational report to have been used in the strikes. HIMARS fires precision-guided rockets and missiles with a range of up to 300 kilometers. Its use in this operation against targets in western Iran suggests the U.S. positioned HIMARS launchers in Iraq or the Kurdish region for the strike. Second, and perhaps most significant for future warfare, Task Force Scorpion strike drones were deployed for the first time in actual combat. These are low-cost, one-way attack drones, essentially loitering munitions, deployed in swarms to overwhelm Iranian air defenses and strike distributed targets simultaneously. The use of mass drone strikes alongside precision-guided weapons represents the new doctrine of modern warfare: high-value precision weapons supported by overwhelming numbers of cheap, expendable drones. Iran used the exact same tactic in reverse, launching 346 missiles and drones at Israel and at 27 U.S. military bases across the Middle East, including Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar and the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet headquarters in Bahrain. The UAE reported intercepting a significant portion of 346 missiles and drones. Qatar, Kuwait, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia all reported incoming Iranian fire. U.S. Navy Arleigh Burke-class destroyers activated their Aegis ballistic missile defense systems, using SM-3 and SM-6 interceptors to engage ballistic missiles during Iran's retaliatory waves. CentralCom confirmed that several hundred Iranian drones and missile strikes were neutralized, with only light damage to U.S. facilities and 0 U.S. casualties. Israel's Iron Dome, David Sling, and Arrow systems worked simultaneously to intercept Iranian ballistic missiles, one of the most complex multi-layered missile defense operations ever conducted in real combat. What happened on February 28, 2026 is not just a military strike, it is a live demonstration of the most advanced weapon technology on Earth, used simultaneously in a coordinated multi-domain operation against one of the most defended countries in the Middle East. Tomahawks from submarines, B-2s from Missouri, F-35s from Tel Aviv, drone swarms from forward positions, and on the other side, Iranian ballistic missiles flying 1,500 kilometers in response. We are watching military history being written in real time. The weapons you saw today are not science fiction, they are the present. And the next video will show you exactly what comes next, because this war is far from over. Subscribe and you won't miss it.